Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including The Rock never returning to WWE, Brock Lesnar's shocking new look, Roman Reigns has a huge role in Hollywood, bad news for SmackDown, a WWE star has backstage heat, a huge new WWE feud revealed, an injured WWE star breaks silence, the real reason why WWE cancelled a show, CORA JADE is ready to profit off the perverts, and much more. Now, first story looks at The Rock never returning to WWE. Now, top story today takes a look at the possibility of The Rock finally returning to WWE, and based on some breaking news, it looks less and less likely with each passing day. Yesterday, it was announced that The Rock is set to star in another major Hollywood movie. The final boss himself will star in Breakthrough, described as a psychological thriller in which The Rock will play a motivational guru. Deadline adds, set in turn of the millennium Southern California, the story follows an alienated young man who comes under the influence of a motivational guru whose intoxicating charm masks his morally questionable methods of manipulation and his own concealed darkness. The story behind the movie project is A24, which is one of the more prestigious studios in Hollywood. This is a huge opportunity for The Rock, but naturally this means that a WWE return is unlikely anytime soon. Not even for SummerSlam. The Rock only committed so much time to WWE in 2024 because his acting schedule had cleared up, but now he's simply not going to have any time to fully commit to another WWE run or a matchup. It looks highly unlikely that the dream match between The Rock and Roman Reigns never occurs, as well as Cody versus The Rock, and it's ultimately going to look like these dream matches are only going to be viable via 2K25. Next up, Roman Reigns has a huge role in Hollywood. Now, it's not just The Rock that is set for a new Hollywood project, as Roman Reigns also looks set to make huge moves in the movie industry. According to Deadline, Reigns is in consideration to feature in the new live-action Street Fighter movie. Fightful Select would add that Reigns is in the early stages of negotiations with no official deal signed just yet. It was also stated that the former WWE champion is rumored to be playing character Akuma. In Street Fighter, he's actually the younger brother of Gouken of Ryu and Ken's master. Just like Roman Reigns in WWE, Akuma is also OP in Street Fighter. Reigns has been on a part-time schedule in WWE for a number of years now, so this wouldn't change much if he was cast in the new movie. With that being said, venturing off into Hollywood is something that Reigns has wanted to do for a long time, and it would be a major breakthrough for him if he lands this huge role. Next up, bad news for SmackDown. Now, it was widely reported that SmackDown will return to its 2-hour format next month. However, it looks like this isn't happening. According to PW Insider Elite, the USA Network has SmackDown listed for 3 hours in early June. Internally, the USA Network has Friday Night SmackDown listed for 3-hour episodes in early June. The original plan was to return to 2 hours in early summer. Now, the 3-hour format for SmackDown hasn't exactly been received well by fans. Adding an additional hour on the Blue brand was always ambitious, and most of the feedback from fans state that the show is far too long, and WWE are evidently struggling with what to book in the additional hour. It also doesn't help that top stars such as Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and even John Cena have pretty much been absent from the show, and the show is without a full-time top star to carry the brand. Next up, a WWE star has backstage heat. A Karrion Kross went viral over WrestleMania weekend with an incredible shoot promo. The promo attained millions upon millions of views on social media, and Kross has since reflected on the promo during a new interview with Ariel Helwani. According to the former NXT champion, some wrestlers gave him a standing ovation backstage for his promo, whilst it rubbed others the wrong way, and he got some backstage heat for his comments. I got a standing ovation when I saw everybody the following day, which felt awesome, and I had no idea that this was going to resonate the way it did with people. A few people even came to me in tears saying, "Thank you for saying what you did." I was just being honest. I had an open criteria that day, and I told him, I said, people are going to watch this. I have something to say, and I have a feeling people are going to want to hear this. So I said it, sort of got heat for it. Sort of. Yeah, not everybody was thrilled about that. Kross has basically been removed from main roster programming as he hasn't had a featured feud since before WrestleMania. Kross is predominantly being used on WWE Main Event, and it looks like WWE have no concrete plans at this stage for the talented star. Next up, a WWE star almost shaved his head. Now, speaking of Karrion Kross, he almost returned to his shaved look late last year. During that interview, Kross stated that he was going to shave his head for charity, but then WWE wanted to turn it into a storyline. I actually almost shaved my head in December. I was going to donate my hair to a charity that was going to turn it into a wig, like a wig for kids that are suffering from hair loss for whatever it is that they were doing. They wanted to time it creatively so we could kind of kill two birds with one stone, but that didn't come around. I made a good donation in the absence of donating my hair, so I work with them on the side. Now, this would have been interesting to see if WWE would have brought back the hair versus hair match type for this angle, and with Kross being willing to revert to the shaved look, it's always in WWE's back pocket if they ever want to revisit this idea. Next up, Karrion Kross teases a Money in the Bank win. Karrion Kross has teased becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. On the Ariel Helwani show yesterday, Kross would directly address the push from fans to see him win the briefcase this year. Kross would pick up a replica briefcase from the set and pose with it before looking into the camera and saying, "Imagine that." The still image of Kross with the briefcase has lit social media on fire, and there's definitely a ton of interest in Kross being in the match. Should he be this year's Money in the Bank winner, or should WWE hold off until next year? Next up, a huge new WWE feud revealed. Now, we may finally know Rusev's first major feud since his WWE return. PW Insider Elite are reporting that internally in WWE, there have been rumblings of a program between Rusev and Sheamus. There have been rumblings of a Rusev vs Sheamus program having been pitched for the Raw brand. The two men are extremely close friends behind the scenes, and they could create magic together if WWE allows them to cook in the ring. There's been a lot of fantasy booking on X recently with Rusev and Sheamus, as a lot of the fans want to see the two names team up and form a super team to take over the struggling tag division over on Raw. Next up, CORA JADE says she's going to profit off the perverts. CORA JADE was part of the recent releases made by WWE. While she hasn't given up her dream of wrestling, she's now moved onto a new venture. JADE, who's now using her real name Alana Black, has launched her OnlyFans account, which is reportedly going live on 2nd June with a monthly price tag of $15.99. Black took to social media saying, "See you in 12," along with a saucy video. Some fans took criticism to her new ventures, but Black fired back saying, "By the way, it's called being able to wrestle wherever I want and also being able to profit off you being creeps, which you were going to do for free anyways." Get this, at the same time. Some took issue with this message, saying that it's disrespecting those who are actually going to pay for our content. I don't know, do what you gotta do to get that bag, right? Next up, an injured WWE star breaks her silence. Zoe Stark, who was horrifically injured on Raw this week, has broken her silence when it comes to her injury. Stark would take to X to state, "Wow, the love and support means more to me than you'll ever know. What hurts more than my knee is knowing I won't be able to perform for all of you for a while. I love what I do and I'm blessed to do this. As the saying goes, the comeback is greater than the setback. Love you guys." Now, there have been no official comments from WWE related to Stark's status. It was reported yesterday that she'll be undergoing an MRI and then having knee surgery, but this is yet to be confirmed by WWE. Sadly, WWE are preparing for the worst, as according to Fightful Select, those spoken to backstage in WWE say that they're preparing to not have Zoe Stark for the remainder of the year. Again, we're wishing Zoe Stark all the best for a fast recovery. Next up, a star praised backstage. Chelsea Green is often labelled as Triple H's best rehire. The inaugural WWE Women's US Champion makes everything work, and now her work has earned her praise backstage. According to a new report from PW Insider Elite, Green is even getting compared to The Miz. Another talent that's been routinely praised internally over the last several months is Chelsea Green, who has cultivated quite a positive reputation for herself for a willingness to jump in and do any media needed for the company, as well as other ancillary events, whether they be community outreach, fan agreement for VIP events, or beyond. We are told that WrestleMania weekend especially, she was being praised for her work. One source compared Green to The Miz, who is always the company's MVP when it comes to coming across great as an ambassador for the company. Green has always stated that she wants to be seen as the female Miz, and Green is already being labelled as a WWE lifer by fans, which means that she will remain with WWE in some capacity until the day she retires. Next up, the real reason why WWE cancelled her show. Now, as we covered yesterday, WWE officially cancelled their upcoming NXT TV taping in Florida. WWE wouldn't offer any official reason as to why the event was cancelled, but according to a new report from PW Insider Elite, the event was indeed cancelled due to low ticket sales. The NXT taping in Tampa was yanked because with the low ticket sales, the feeling was that the show would come across stronger in terms of atmosphere on television from the WWE Performance Center, especially since they were so close to that venue as opposed to a smaller crowd in a larger arena. WWE cancelling a show in this era due to low ticket sales is unprecedented. However, WWE's call to have multiple shows in succession in one location was a bold move. This can work for major events such as the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, but revolving an entire weekend around a lackluster Saturday night's main event show just doesn't have the same appeal to fans. Next up, Brock Lesnar resurfaces with a shocking new look. Brock Lesnar's public appearances are few and far between, yet Lesnar was recently spotted alongside his wife Sable with a brand new look. The former WWE champion now has long straight hair, similar to Chris Jericho. He was also in something that we rarely see, a three-piece suit. What do you guys think of Lesnar's new look? And finally, where are the WYATT 6? Now, final story today takes a look at the latest news when it comes to the WYATT 6. It's been confirmed by PW Insider that the WYATT 6 have yet to be added to WWE's live event touring schedule. With them not being billed for future live events, this likely means that the stable won't be returning to TV anytime soon. However, WWE live event listings are always subject to change, so this could be amended in the coming months. The WYATT 6 situation is very bizarre, as it was reported a number of months ago that they were waiting on Uncle Howdy to receive medical clearance. It was also claimed that Alexa Bliss was going to be revealed as a key member of the group, even the leader. However, Bliss has gone in a completely new direction over on SmackDown and has all but distanced herself from the supernatural elements of the persona. It'll be interesting to see how this group are presented when they return to television. There was a rumored match versus the Judgment Day, which was initially planned for WrestleMania 41, and with the Judgment Day teasing a breakup on TV, this is a possible direction to go down. The group collectively last appeared on TV back in December 9th, 2024, meaning they have yet to make a single appearance on WWE programming in 2025.